Yeah, Zartan. It's like the Earth Elemental Turtle.
Let me check. I know that I beat it up.
Natalie's game.
Let me check. I know that no.
It's funky.
No. Actually, no. Yeah, no. It was Natalie's game. Natalie threw a Zartan at Gwyn at level 10, and he one-shot it basically.
Vera, I was wondering when I was gonna see you pop up here. How you doing, man? So, stream has started. Getting kicked off. Gonna get a couple things in order.
Also, congrats on 44 fucking followers so far.
Yeah, man, you're almost there.
It's getting close, and I can finally start applying for affiliate. And then I can start bringing in things like channel points and stuff. That's gonna be fun.
It says you're streaming Elden Ring right now. Ah, yes, this is totally.
Oh,
Elden Ring.
I need to. Well, need to change that.
This is Elden Ring.
Yo, Elden Ring looks
Oh,
different.
yeah, I have to go directly. That's right, because Stream Elements doesn't accept Dungeons and Dragons as an actual genre of of game. I have to go directly into Twitch and alter that.
We're in the lands in between now, guys.
We got lost again. The
Man,
Tyrannis ate us.
you would like to play an Elden Ring TTRPG. I could have you guys die over and over again.
I wouldn't be honestly. To my understanding, the Dark Souls TTRPG is just a 5th edition module, basically, like a 5th edition rule set.
Pretty much. And the Elden Ring TTRPG, I remember, yeah, what do you call it? Fucking Matthew Mercer ran a
Elden Ring game, yeah.
ran a Elden Ring game as to celebrate a sort of cross thing. Anyway, I'm gonna alter stream info. Let's see.
Fucking, we just wake up and we're actually in fucking Caelid.
Oh,
We
that
somehow wake
yeah.
up in
If I want to just start you guys off in hard mode, yeah. Dark Souls 2. That would be the way to start.
Yeah, there we go. Just, oh, look, it's really pretty out. Oh.
Oh, fucking. I have more proof as to why Elden Ring is just the second coming of Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, dude, it really is. It's Dark Souls 2 too.
Yeah,
What?
no, like, I was exploring and I found like a +2 talisman already. And,
Yeah, me
Dark
too, actually.
Yeah, Dark Souls 2 did that as well. It's like, fucking, this
Yep.
is just Dark Souls 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, before we get going, I just gotta.
Yeah,
I almost,
if you guys-
I almost said silence the baby, but
Mhm.
she's chewing on a pacifier.
Smother the baby. Before we start, anybody needs to take care of any bodily functions or put anything to any children or pets to sleep. I just. Oh. Mm-hmm.
I have my Wawa.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'll use that stream before we start, though.
Go ahead.
Got my character sheet ready. Can't wait to fucking die in Caelid 500 times. Actually, I haven't even been dying there a whole lot. It's annoying though. Probably because I just explored Liurnia a shit ton before going down to the east.
See, I went straight for the Sorcerer's Tower. And I was like, alright, and then I found that boatman skeleton, the fucking...
Oh, the yeah, the
Tibia Mariner.
the Tibia Mariner. That's part of the whole beast line, dealio.
Fucking Julian said that reminded him of me when he like first saw it, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, man, I was going for a
Okay.
scythe. I was like, alright.
There we go. Got it all.
Did you just get the regular scythe, or because I know there's like a few scythes, but
I got the grave scythe, yes. I do have both, but yeah.
Hmm.
Sadly, the dual
Yeah.
scythe moveset is not as cool.
Yeah. Okay. Now catching back up with Vera and chat. Yeah, the session basically boiled down to it was a 5e hack, regardless, which I guess is Matthew Mercer's specialty, is just making 5e hacks. Hack.
I was wondering, 'cause I only watched bits and pieces of it, but what the fuck did the arcade stat even do for like when it comes to like the .TTRPG?
Got no fucking clue.
Because that's just a luck / bleed / build up based stat in Elden Ring.
I've actually found a couple weapons that run off of Arcane so far.
Yeah, actually, I really like that they did that in Elden Ring. So you
Well, it's the
can
same.
actually,
I mean, like in Demon Souls, they had one weapon that ran off of luck.
yeah, but it's good in Elden Ring that they added more weapons. Like you can right off the bat, you can get Renuvia and just have the arcane weapon essentially.
I have been dual wielding Renuvia, and it did not work as good as I wanted it to.
Look, it's flashy as fuck. Let it work.
I was just dual wielding my
I think-
Ichigatanas for a little bit.
Boblin the Goblin. That would be an interesting addition.
I did not.
Okay, I'm gonna switch over to the.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Here we go. Poor girl. Biggest floppers.
I live.
Not for long, you don't.
Fucking drops Isakine Caitlyn fucking in the middle of the Aeonia swamp.
Let's not.
Let's not say we did.
Isaki, roll a constitution check. Natural 1. You have Scarlet Rod.
Okay, I got 6 players. I would very happily fold in an NPC named Boblin the Goblin, though. That would. I've got a whole ass Goblin Nation too, and that's going to be fun to introduce to the players. A couple of them are already wise to what exactly the basic premise of that place is. But basically, think of Little House on the Prairie, except it's all goblinoids. It's not an inherently evil nation either, too. So the goblins aren't these bloodthirsty, chaotic raiders. Most of them are perfectly happy to be left alone. It's very much like the Deep South, that they're very much happy. So long as you leave them well enough alone, they'll leave you alone. A very decentralized, very independent, self-sufficient space. But if you attack their nation, you have an entire nation of hillbilly goblins with you being the common enemy.
Very good.
They have a very strong sense of militia and self-defense. Think Second Amendment Deep South, but goblins.
Oh, yes.
I love Alabama.
Oh,
You just gave me due cause. It would be the kind of thing for like a goblinoid with a blunderbuss just cock it multiple times.
Alright, I'm back.
It was like the Power Buff girl's character.
Yes, I directly compared it to Fuzzy Lumpkin.
Yeah, fucking blunderbuss goes on.
Yes, the horde arrives to the tune of banjos and high-pitched screeching. That would be their war cry.
I can't wait to get sniped by a fucking nationalistic goblin.
Well, you'll see it coming. That's for sure.
That's true.
Okay. You're feeling very needy since I started chatting, haven't you?
Fucking, you know the vulgar militia enemies in Elden Ring? That's
Yes,
just
the ones with the fucking saw sticks.
Yeah, the saw sticks that if you go to like the...
Oh god, the scary smoke bomb midgets.
Yes.
Yes, them.
I was fucking walking and I was like, oh hey, there's like a wolf or something in there, and then it threw smoke at me, and then suddenly I was under siege. I was like, okay.
That is one neat thing, is they have a lot of like, it's not just people come out of from the side blitzing you from a blind side, but they actually have ambushes that hit you. And I find that's a really cool addition.
They're the worst in the where you find the big fucking mother dragon. They are the worst there. They do so much damage.
In Caelid, in the Dragon Barrow.
Yeah, the dragon burrow. Yeah, they hit you once. You're practically at half health. So
Latson already dead.
yeah, Julian just fucking dies when he gets it.
Yeah. Cool. So, before we get on too much of a tangent, right, counting it off. Attendance. Peb, you're here.
Yeah.
Talking enough. T.
Hello.
And Sully.
Hey.
Corbin.
Hi.
Jules.
No.
Too bad. And Matt.
Yo yo.
Cool. All 6 of you here. So, to give a recap, last we left off, our intrepid adventurers spent about a week on an island known as Moment. It's not known as One Moment, it is known as Tricus. It's a small independent independent now, used to be bound to the theocracy that was neighboring it, which recently went through a French Revolution-style bloody overthrow. Tricus is currently under state of embargo due to the people of the now created United Duchies of Naissance hoping to catch any remnants of the ruling nobles, which just happen to all be Aesar, so that they can capture, kill, torture, and otherwise make their lives unpleasant. This made getting off the island virtually impossible without bribing a particularly brave smuggler or finding alternative means which otherwise would not be available to them, such as powerful teleportation magic, or maybe an underground tunnel or some such thing. Now, they found an alternate means of transport. This is after following every single plot thread I threw in front of them, which included going on a dragon slaying mission, which led to them being face to face with a great worm. Going to a farmstead where there was talk of some tiny, we call it fang lion-headed creature with a turtle shell and a snake's tail. Turned out to be a baby Tarask that had taken up residence in one of the farmer's sheds and had been eating people and cows. And then they went to clear out and make safe a burial mound, which has recently been cracked open because the natives of the island had gotten desperate for money and valuables which they could then use to sustain their way of life, because trade was on a hold, so people were suffering monetarily and resource-wise. They found out that the burial mound was previously preoccupied. In fact, it was the vacation home of a lich who had just been brutally woken up by the people who cracked the barrow open. He'd been napping for about 30-ish years. Was it 300? It's hard to tell. The years swim together. After discussing things, and one of the characters, that being, I believe it was Karya, got a drink at the bar with the skeleton bartender.
Yes,
Lazy
Bones.
Yeah, the Lazy Bones Saloon. They had a chat with the lich named Harry, who they found out the signs outside were out of date and used a very old version of Common. Sounds a bit too loud, doesn't... Okay, I'm going to turn down the BGM. Just a skosh. Okay. Right, so... they found out that the sign out front was a little bit out of date, being a dialect of Common that's about 1,000 years out of date. And so, with the help of the party, who updated the sign so the damn kids would stay out or else be disintegrated, he repaid them, not with money, which was what they were hoping for when they took the job, but with a very, by a favor given in the form of his vampire accountant teleporting them off of the island. Now, they stand in the middle of a sun-washed standing stone circle with the noon sun beating down, the smell of salt in the air, as is ever present in this world if you've spent any time during this, as there's so much shoreline. The sound of gulls, the wash of surf, and standing before the 6 of you, as you're now feeling just that nauseousness from the teleportation begin to fade, is a bipedal turtle man his scoots and his leathery hide seeming deep sea green as he wears a grass skirt. He's looking at all of you sitting in the circle as both sides are frozen in shock for a moment, as he looks between all of you and goes, "So,
Hello.
I love him.
I want to go home.
That's all expected.
oh, where'd you guys come from? This dude, dudes!" He turns around as he like sort of ponderously turns around, shouting somewhere over a grassy, sandy knoll. He goes, "Dudes, you gotta go see this!" Like, dudes! It's like, and then there's a sound over the hill of a faint, "Dude!"
Oh. Oh, for the love of Palo.
Oh, I love this. I want to stay here forever.
And there's three others who come over a hill, and likewise they're all like, this one was wearing like sort of like what do you call it, orange painted grass skirt, sort of like out of old palm leaves or like grass or some other thing as vegetation. Another one with like woad painted, another one with sort of like violet, and another one with that's painted in a sort of deep red. As the three other ones who come over this sandy hill leading down into this pit where this summoning circle is, as they all go like, "Dude, where'd they all come from, dude? I don't know, dude. Just pow, came out of nowhere. Like, dude." As they all just turn to you and goes, "Dudes!"
Hi. Hello. Dude. Hi. We were just brought here by a nice skeleton man.
Nice skeleton, man.
That doesn't make any sense at all for them, I'd guess.
Sounds like
Oh,
extra
Doing a
calcium.
lot, dude.
But to be fair, there's not much to make sense out of. We came with magic.
Oh, sounds righteous.
Just out of curiosity, where is here?
1 moment, I have to adjust something. As I back. There. Okay. That was a problem. Right. They all look at each other and goes, "You don't know?"
Magic, you know, is not reliable.
Oh, saw. I understand. As they all stand next to each other and in a neat line, sort of arrange each other, and then in a grand hand-waving gesture, the two in the center bring their hands high, and the other ones on the sides sort of do this jazz hands to the side, as they say, "You have come to the most righteous islands of Haven."
Yeah,
just-
Haven, hey. Does that say
Th-
anything to me? Or
A moment. Family is returned. So, yes. Considering it is a nation, and it doesn't take a hell of a lot to know about it, I will say, if you can throw me a quick history, it's not going to be a difficult one,
okay.
to see if you know much about Haven. Yeah, alright. Yeah. Haven is a fairly well-loved nation among seafaring folk. That's a lot of people in this world. Haven is known for being heavily independent and also regarded as something of an island paradise, or an archipelago paradise. It has almost perpetually calm waters, winds that favor ship travel, no riptides, dangerous sea life seems to be at a minimum. A lot of people, and most of all the turtles that live there, attribute this to the blessings of their goddesses, of whom there's not a lot is known, besides the fact that they are a largely beneficial pantheon.
Huh.
So Haven is known for being a very, not besides being a ideal rest stop when sailing from nation to nation, is also like the ideal and most wished for shore leave spot for any vessel, because the booze is plentiful, the carousing is great, the locals are incredibly friendly and very welcoming, and the weather is just perfect. Like, if you're not a fan of sun and heat, might not be your bag. But
Is this weather kind of similar to where I used to live?
What, the weather here?
Yeah.
No, not by a long shot. You used to live in an icy mountainous region.
Me
Oh,
too.
Hey. Isaki's like sort of like standing up, like already like under a tree, just like fanning himself because he's not used to the heat.
Considering you're currently fully dressed with heavy armor, you probably find yourself sinking at least ankle deep into the sand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gives like this quartet now. I mean, Tree came over of Turtle's a bright smile. Oh, pleasure to be here. Heard much about it, but first time came over. It's nice.
Hey, Nemi, thank you for the follow. One moment, I have to go take care of some friendly business.
Pet looks at Isaki, prepares chilled touch. You look warm there, laddie. Let me cool you off a bit.
Don't. I would not ask you to not do what you plan on doing, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
You can do it to me if you really want to. It's okay. It's actually not too bad. You know, I've been in worse heat, I guess.
Would we know? Would we know?
All right, there we go.
Would we know if Dexter's an alchemist yet?
I mean, I think, didn't I make a few things in front of them?
I don't know.
You at least brought out a couple apparatuses that would have been. The magic detector would have been less obvious, considering you kind of went around the side of the farm with that, not really showing it to anyone.
Actually, I wouldn't know about that. I wasn't there.
There was that whole hydrophobic solution thing you did.
Oh.
That is true.
Isaki's gonna look over at Dexter and he's gonna say, You mess with potions, right? Can you make me a potion that'll cool me off, please?
I know a very good potion. Water.
You know what? That's a great potion.
Fair enough, as long as it's shallow.
Right. Okay. So.
Wrong thing. This one.
So. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. There's a difference. Right. So. Right. People were addressing the turtles, correct?
Yep.
Can you repeat what you said?
I basically said to them, "Oh, I heard from Haven, but never was here. It's a pleasure to be here."
Well, it's good to have you. So come on, take a load off, grab yourself a coconut, and have a seat. You're in paradise.
Grab a what?
Paradise.
It's just they all the four of them look between each other, then look at Kari and go, "Most unrighteous." They all kind of like stand in a sort of semicircle around you, put their hands together in a sort of mock kung fu hand, like fist against hand, and just go, "We have much to teach you."
Okay.
Poor Karya. He's supposed to get indoctrinated into something.
If I'm not mistaken, at least three of my party members have grown up in a cave of some shape or form.
That's true, actually.
So they've grown up in a hole in the ground or away from situation. every single one of you is so culturally divorced. It is perfect because I get to bring you into places, and there's no question why none of you know anything about those places in the world. The only person,
the closest would be Miar with traveling around, but
Yeah.
even him.
Miar is the only person who I could justify knowing the most anything in the world, and even then, he mostly stuck to a lighthouse for the majority of his life.
Hey,
I love this.
can I roll for some deja vu? Because, you know.
no.
Yes, roll me a d20 then.
Oh no.
Alright.
He drank
Because
himself to death.
Technically speaking, I should be able to know. It's possible I could have been here. This one.
Oh fuck!
So what's that about being uncultured? Huh? Huh?
Hey, Vaughn, how you doing? Thanks for following. So,
Most righteous, bruh.
and then
Most righteous.
Lamusi, you being here, there you have the feeling of the sun beating down on your face, the salt in your nose, sound of the wave in the back. There's something especially familiar about being here. When you've heard about this place being paradise, coconuts, lounge chairs, sun, and just for a moment, as we're just gonna have a brain blast here for a bit, as you recall back to one of your past lives, as you're sitting in a lawn chair, coconut in hand, with a little umbrella and a straw in it, perfectly sized for you. It's a miniature coconut. As a beautiful woman lounges next to you, an elf who is striking in both her tan skin, long hair, shapely body, as she's whispering sweet nothings into your ear as she's stroking one of your faces. And then while you're talking to each other through this haze, you're hearing words here and there. You're not really making out most of it, but then it comes through almost like a hammer crack onto a pane of glass as it becomes shatteringly clear in your recollection. I am sorry, my love. It is most cruel, but fate pulls us apart. I must depart now. And there's this sort of like noir filter that draws over the memory as she stands with one longing finger tracing across your face as she gets up and walks away, a face of utter devastation evident upon her. And it is there you gulp down the last of your coconut cocktail, lie back in the chair, and feel yourself die of heartbreak. And then you're back in the summoning circle.
You died.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. Lucy says nothing. Just
Nashok would find you.
single tear starts to roll down their face in silence.
Oh.
Oh,
Nashok would find you.
Das Vidanya.
Grim, is that you? Anyway,
So what's this about being uncultured?
you actually end up recalling a little bit because you spent actually a good amount of time in Haven, in your multiple lives and your quests to murder God, as you have started back from step one and hello. As you've many times died in your quest to gain the power needed to murder the god of fairies for being an utter asshole, and consequently failed thousands upon thousands upon thousands of time, as your pixie familiar will remind you. You have actually spent a good amount of time here in Haven in many of your lives because it's one of the few places in the world where you unquestioningly can relax and take some time off. And then that was summarily ruined for you because you died of heartbreak from the one woman who loved you for who you were, despite having like a 4 to 6 foot height difference. congratulations, the one nice place in the world ruined.
I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, poor Lamusi. That sounds
That's
right,
actually
Lamusi.
beautiful.
That-
Holy shit.
So,
Really
you,
size
you,
that.
with this, I will allow on any different occasion if you want to just like throw a history check or something at that point, or even just an intelligence check for memory to try and remember things about Haven. Because I'll say, yeah, you've spent enough time here that you might be able to have little brain blasts and remember things. Just tidbits and stuff, like the
man.
best places to eat and drink, places to find hot elf babes, places to have your heart broken by hot elf babes.
Ah, lovely. The Lamusi knows all the great spots to get heartbroken. Oh, that's fucking great. Oh, I love
So
that.
back to the present. As 4 turtles are currently doing a mock and terribly done kung fu pose and looking at Karya as if he was some poor lost dejected soul because he's never heard of a coconut cocktail. Oh, thank you for the follow. Holy shit. Holy
You're
shit!
almost there. You did it. Hey.
Oh, and
No,
we-
it's not one more. There it is.
Wait, what?
Well, thank
yeah,
you.
you're a fifth.
That's all I can say. Thank you guys very
We
much.
got him!
Oh my god!
Thank you.
You did it.
Let's go. All right.
Just Laza.
Now do it again.
Actias Luna and Just Laza,
Do
thank
it
you for following and helping me reach my follower goal. I can finally apply for Affiliate. Nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. This is
And all it took was.
all it
Oh,
took
it's
was
just when I
Lamusi
came by.
recalling. All it took is Lamusi suffering a major emotional damage.
Can we get an F in the chat from
All
this?
it, well, Vera, thank you for pulling your friends in.
Oh, this is perfect, man. All right. Well, sweet. What a good way to celebrate. All right. Now, who's next to be sad?
Let's go farm your
Alright,
dogs.
time to
Oh
kill.
no.
You guys
Me
can
out
just,
getting pissed.
you guys can leave me on in the
It's
back.
out there.
You guys can leave us on the background or close the tab entirely if you so wish. You don't have to, but go farm your dogs or whatever.
Also, I was expecting, instead of like Lamusi suffering great heartbreak and dying for now, I was expecting like a coconut tree to accidentally fall on Lamusi.
I honestly thought he was gonna
Well-
drink himself to death.
Well, no,
so-
see, Lamusi and I, Jules and I, both agreed on how the whole rolling for past lives thing works. Like a 1 to 10 is just an ordinary death. Like a 11 to 16, I believe, is a rare death or an uncommon one. Then you have 17 to 19 is a rare death. And then a 20 is a legendary death with extra strangeness or just extra description thrown into it.
No, a natural 1 is the equivalent of stubbing your toe and dying. from
Pretty
that.
much.
A pitiful death.
Yeah, the just the most ignominious of fates. Right, so. Okay. And of course, Vera, you would love experiencing other people's emotional trauma. That's just how you are. Yeah, dude, my god. Back on track. So, the 5 of you who aren't currently being looked on with incredible pity, as Karya is currently, I assume, just being fairly confused
I'm sorry.
and very
Mario,
apologetic,
Mario.
apparently. Karya is currently being Canadian. What are the other 5 of you doing?
Immediately make a beeline for the alcohol.
Sensible.
Yeah, no, Lamusi follows. The brain blast. The brain blast.
The
God,
drain
goodness
damage.
gracious, yes. Yeah, it's getting to me if you couldn't tell.
I take it there's like a cabana or something nearby there.
Well, currently you're just surrounded by sand and this standing stone circle. But concerning these guys just came walking over a sandy dune, it might be beyond that.
Alright, anywhere where I'm not fucking dying from heat stroke is where I'll go, essentially.
Anywhere I can drink the pain away.
Excellent.
Damn.
Thankfully for you, you're not going to need a lot. What about Miara? No, Miara is going on a bar or Miara crawl. Ha ha ha. How about what do you call? How about Dexter and the literal child?
I'm gonna go look around a little bit.
Okay. And how about it's been a week. Bloody names. Mallory, how about you?
Well, can I look for seashells on the seashore?
Would you like to sell them?
Yeah, I mean to sell.
Can I
Okay.
have some of the money?
Oh boy. He sells seashells on the seashore. Okay, so the general consensus is shade, soporifics, and selling seashells. Right, okay, so Karia, you are currently the semicircle that was originally standing before you, the turtles, now have sort of in a slow, ominous, sort of almost sort of like Opus Dei way, as they kind of slowly walk around to be behind you, to your ever-increasing confusion, as then 4 turtle hands are put onto your shoulders, and you're just resolutely pushed forward, your heels dragging in the sand, as they begin to cart you off.
Karya's getting abducted, guys.
As the 4 turtles say, we've got to like the one in the orange grass skirt says, we've got to correct this unrighteousness, dudes. And the one in red says, can't stand, man. And then there's the one in the blue says, wait, one moment. The one in the blue says, there's only one solution, something like this. You feel me, bras? Then all 4 of them, just at the top of the lungs, say, let's get shit-faced!
Oh, okay. That sounds fun. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Show me around, please. Yeah. Okay.
No, it's a good
what
thing
does
you
that
had your
mean?
literal first taste of alcohol about an hour ago.
Yeah.
Isaki's just gonna wave at Karya as he gets dragged off.
Mhm.
Have fun.
At the sound of alcohol and getting shit-faced, Samusi follows just silently.
Can I have
Yes.
like a little coconut? Can Isaki just be sipping on a little coconut right now and just waving them away?
You gotta get one first. Unless you like
Oh, damn.
conjure one out of thin air, which I doubt.
Yeah.
looks back at her pie.
Well, is there a little coconut palm tree nearby?
There are trees growing out of the sand here, yes. But
Okay.
to avoid spending 5 minutes worrying about how you're gonna knock a coconut out of a tree, can I present to you Karya being pulled over the hill, and just beyond it is an entire beach shack town. Beyond that, further on the clear horizon, with no mist or fog obscuring it, you can see further islands. There's 2 major ones. One is basically a long sandbar, which is the one up north. This one here. Then there's the one south, which you are on the tail end of, on the far west side. As you can just see little villages, you see tiki torches all over the place. You can see between the 2 islands, there's also what looks to be a gentle whirlpool of some sort. And all along the sides of these islands is just what looks to be constant revelry as Shawari, yes, just yes. As there is, it's one big bar strip. It's like King's Road, except it's sandy in an island. But yes, there is constant revelry as there is alcohol and dancing turtles and people of all different species and races. You see vessels parked all around the islands, kept at a decent distance, with dinghies having come in for landfall. Looks like a party time. As you're going, as you're going, Karya, one of them's like,